Hello friends, today we are going to explain you few troubleshooting steps with respect to this high power digital soldering station. We will explain you how to troubleshoot if you encounter few problems with this soldering station. So let's start. So first thing we need to check, suppose if this soldering station is not switching on, then we need to check first the fuse, if the fuse is okay or faulty. So let us see how it is checked. We need to just remove this power socket and take this power socket out and see there is one fuse. We will check the continuity of this fuse with the help of a multimeter. We can see easily here the beep, it means the fuse is okay. Suppose if continuity is not proper, then there's an extra fuse inside this fuse holder, which we can use as the replacement. Now we will just insert this fuse holder back into this power socket, and then we will see the unit will be switched on. Let us see and check this unit. There are few other problems which we can encounter while using this soldering station. One of them is HE. When HE is flashing on this display, it means the heater is faulty. We can easily replace the heater, and we will show you the procedure of changing and the heating element. Switch off the unit. Now take out the soldering iron from the support rack and remove this nut and barrel assembly by unscrewing it. See how it is removed. Then this unscrew this nipple as well, and by pushing the cord from behind, we can take out this entire assembly out of this handle. Just by pulling the heating element, we can take it out from the heating element enclosure. See, this is the heating element we need to check with the help of a multimeter. You can see three pins on this heating element. One pin, this pin is grounded, so there are two other pins also. So we need to check the resistance between these two pins. Yeah, we will check with the help of multimeter. We can see the resistance between these two pins is more than 20 mega ohm. It means this heating element is faulty. The ideal resistance between these two pins should be close to 2 ohm. We will just replace this heating element with the new one. So we will take a new heating element now and check the resistance between same two pins with the help of multimeter. We can see the resistance between these two pins is less than 1 ohm, which is accurate. So now this heating element is okay, and we will fix it to the soldering iron. See how this is the push fit type phenomena. You can easily just insert this heating element in the heating element enclosure by just pushing against this enclosure and just insert it inside this handle assembly by slightly rotating it. Then we will fix this nipple onto this handle, and then we will put on this soldering tip, then fix the nut and barrel assembly onto this nipple. Now we will check the whether the problem we were facing has been resolved or not. Now we can see the temperature is rising. Earlier we were facing HE error, but now that error has gone, and now the temperature is rising gradually, and it will achieve the set temperature soon. So in this way, this heating element error can be resolved. Another problem we can encounter is the SE flashing on the display. It means there might be some problem with the sensor circuit or the sensor. So we need to check the sensor first, and if we found the sensor faulty, then we will replace it. So let's see how the sensor is checked and it is verified. First, we will take out the soldering iron and remove all the parts as we did while changing the heating element. First, we will unscrew this nut and barrel assembly along with the tip. Then we will remove this nipple by rotating it anti-clockwise, and just by pushing the cord from behind, we can take out this heater element enclosure. See, this metallic rod is the sensor, and it is connected to the PCB with the help of two wires. One is the blue one, other one is the red one. So we need to check the resistance between these two wires with the help of a multimeter. So let's measure the resistance between these two wires, the blue one and the red one, with the help of a multimeter. The resistance value is more than 20 mega ohm, is close to infinity. So it means the sensor is faulty. We need to just desolder these two wires and take out this faulty sensor and replace it with a good one. Now we have replaced the faulty sensor with a good one. Now we will again check the resistance between these two wires, and it should be less than 10 ohm. Yeah, we can see the resistance between these two wire is less than 10 ohm. It means now this sensor is all right, and now we will just fix it. We need to just insert this heating element again. And reverse the process. We will first now fix this nipple, then this nut and barrel assembly along with the soldering bit. Now this replacement process is complete, and we will switch on the unit, and we will see whether the SC error has been resolved or not. Yeah, it is resolved, because as we can see the temperature is rising, and it will slowly attain this temperature. So in this way this sensor error or SE is resolved. You can follow this process we have already explained to you. Thanks for watching.